And welcome back to Fleet Sunday Streaming. Today I have something a little bit different. So yes, new PC means I could stream things that I otherwise would not be able to stream. In this particular case, Humankind. So, Humankind is a game that I actually bought when it first came out, and I was actually very interested in it. I I really did enjoy like the whole premise of it because it deliberately sets out to be similar to Civ, but it doesn't try to move into the same niche. And well, it seems to have worked too well because unfortunately Civ seems to decide that the best thing to do was be to copy it exactly. Okay, so we found the coast, which is good. That's nice. That's good to know. Ex- Oh, a sanctuary. Okay, we need to. Oh no, we don't. Oh, we found Mount Vesuvius. Probably shouldn't settle next to that. Probably best not to settle next to that. There we go. Yes, pillage. Pillage the sanctuary. Yes. Grind the seeds to make bread. It's good. Nuts. I found some nuts. Right. Okay. Let's keep going along the coast, because the coast is a good place to be. It's good. Oh, hello. An ancient encampment. How could there be an ancient encampment? We're already in the ancient era. Well, we're actually in prehistory, funnily enough. Um, anyway. Okay, so that... This looks like a fairly good spot for a first city. But we don't have the, Oh, brilliant. Okay, fantastic. So, I am going to keep one tribe here to actually... Um... No, I need more people. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to send two of my tribes are going to head out, and one of them is going to stay here and is going to defend what I think is a perfect starting location for our first city. It's defensible, it's easy to actually keep hold of. It's just... It's a great place to be. And there's plenty of raw materials around in the nearby areas we can actually claim. The thing I like about one of the things I like about Humankind is the way in which you do feel like your people do move a significant way across various parts of... Oh, perfect. That is, yep, like I said, perfect place for our first city. First outpost we can claim as our own. And it also seems to be at the confines of a strait as well, which means we'll control access through that strait. All in all, I think we've been given a really good starting location. Which is very, very, very nice. Okay, go and grab that. And then go off to the next one. And then keep going through here. And we'll soon have the knowledge star we need to actually... Yes. Excellent, excellent. So that means I'm going to send you gentlemen off in a different direction. In fact, I'm going to actually set you all to auto-explore, because that is what I'm going to want you to do now. Those tribes are going to explore. Okay, so someone has actually gotten there ahead of me, which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. My auto-exploring lads will find me stuff, so... okay, there's some mammoths. That's not really what I'm looking for. I need to find more, knowledge stars. Which I will find, I'm fairly certain. There's got to be some more around. No. It will be bountiful. Hello, hello. Oh, people have... Oh, that's a thing. That is a thing. Spike to Spike, welcome and thank you for the follow. It's awfully nice to have you here. Hope you're enjoying yourself. And we have our era star. So, we have a few choices here. So, usually early in the game, I pick the Hittites. Sorry, I pick the Assyrians. Because this is expansion. And in the early game, hoovering up as much of the map as possible is a very, very good thing. One industry per population on city or outpost. One science. I can build science with industry. Right, there we go.
Ah, the challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay.
Yep.
So now, we advance as the warlike Assyrians. You're not going to be a very nice neighbor.
Hey, no one, nobody said anything about, you know, like, nobody said anything that we had to be warlike. We just gotta keep things moving. So we're nearly done founding our first town, and we've got a garrison to defend it. Right. Okay.
By building an outpost...
And there we go. Our new capital. So the first thing we need to focus on... Well, actually, we need more people, so we don't have any money. We'll get some soon. We could probably build a pottery workshop. That's probably a pretty good shout. Gives us influence, which we could probably very much use. And we can raise these sanctuaries, which will give us gold, which will be very, very handy. And the other one of our guys are off over there. Research, okay. Yes, we want a calendar so we can exploit the resources we have around us, like salt and copper and horses, which are all very, very useful things. Okay, there we go. Brilliant. So that's one sanctuary ransacked. Then let's go and get another one. There are a lot of animals here. Oh, okay. Instant resolution. Oh, we won. Excellent. The hunting party did well there. Jolly good, lads. Go and ransack it. And then we can pass a society civic soon, which will be very, very good. There we go. So we are now doing that. Okay, so that is gold there. I want to try and work my way down to that at some point. Okay, so we've ransacked that. Let's keep the exploration going. If we can map out as much of this continent as we can, that will be very good. There's not too much going on here. We're just kind of moving through the turns. Oh! I could do a civic. Or actually, can I get another outpost?
Let's go.
Oh. Okay, I guess we're fighting. And we won.
Off we go.
Whoopee, I guess. And we healed them, which is good. Right, okay. So we're in neutral territory now. 2 more turns. I should be able to put the new territory in, and I'm thinking probably put it somewhere here on these rivers. That's what I'm thinking. Would probably be the best place for it.
Come over here.
Ah, research. Marvellous. Domestication, city defense, irrigation, writing. Yeah, domestication. We need to get access to horses, which we have there. Have a 3-horse deposit, which is good. Ah, we can do... Oh, we don't have any... We have influence, but we have no enactable civics, which is... Oh, well. Never mind. No problem there at all. And next turn, we should be able to... Yep. Ah, yeah, literally right where we are is going to be where our new outpost is going to be. And that will secure the territory for us. And we can also put a mine on the salt. Salt is very, very good. And then once we've got the salt, we can get the granary. Basically, I'm trying to grow a Sir, so that's good. And then obviously that they will stay there to defend that outpost as it builds up. There we go. And our other exploration guys are... Ah, someone unknown is over there, and that's possibly their city as well. So this is a fairly large continent. Yeah, it's a fairly large continent here. But we seem to be doing okay so far.
Advantage to have a neighbor as smart as you are.
Ah, the Babylonians. Why? Okay. Why is she annoyed?
Greetings.
From my people, and from myself, heartfelt greetings. Let us see if we can build a better world.
There we go. That will do. Right. Okay, so there may be a series of wars between the 2 states that we are. And I'm going to get city defense next for exactly that reason. Right. Okie doke. And there we go. More population in Assur, which is good. Now one of them's working on money, which is absolutely fine. And I am actually going to suggest that we do a new farm district to increase the amount of farming that we have. And then I'm also going to put 2 fortification districts. Basically on the flatlands that lead to the capital. Because that way, that actually blocks the, that blocks the easy access to the capital. Which is what we want. And that attaches that to that. There we go. So we have... Okay, so now we could probably do with another territory. And I think... Hang on. Is that... That's... Okay, that's coffee. That is very good for us to have. Right. Hey, city defense researched. The Perito Moreno Glacier. Whoa. Ooh, where is this?
Just a reserve of fresh water happens to be solid.
Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. So these are the cold lands. And they are expanding there. So we will have to deal with that when we come to it. But that's not a problem for now. Hello, Ruinon. I see you there, lurking away like a lurking man. Or woman. Or person. Take your pick. I am discovering all the natural wonders, it seems. Right, okay, so we have that. Okay, yeah, so I am... Oh, hello. So that's 6 and 6. It's 5 and 14. 5 and 14. 3 and 3. 3 and 10. No. We'll go with 6 and 6, because that's nice and in the central. Plenty of farmland available. Nice and easy. Ah, Dr. Clark is raiding me with 11 people. Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Fleet Sunday streaming. It's nice to have you all here today. It is awfully, awfully nice. So I'm playing Humankind. It's a game that I haven't played in actual years, if you can believe it. Played it when it first came out, but the old PC grew less and less capable of handling it, so I haven't played it in ages. But I thought it'd be a nice change. So yeah, 4 months. Yeah, no, it's been I've been going for 4 months since I started streaming properly in February, I think it was now, actually, if I remember correctly. Yep, so we need more population. And there we go. So we want to get the horses. And then I also want a fortress on the other side there. And of course, walls. Because walls are important. Ah, Paul, fantastic. 4 months of subscription for you. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh, a new Civic. No. Natural right.
Why was this even a question? Let's keep it simple. We've been here. It's our place.
Ah, and another Civic. Codified Lords. Yes.
Just imagine. Once you discover writing, you can literally throw the book at them.
We are an ordered and sensible society. Ah, carpentry. We figured out how to get the wood. Feeling a bit Wally today? I'm sorry, Dr. Clark, I don't quite follow. Feeling a bit Wally? I don't quite follow what you mean. Is this a reference? I am too young to understand, because it could be. So yeah, I'm just putting pyramids up everywhere. I'm just doing Assyrian things. There we go, second, third. I think, where have our lads gone? Where are our lads? I guess they're exploring through there. 2 of them are up there. 1 of them's helping me expand my domains, which is fine. Influence is continuing to grow. Okay, we have our new outpost, so let's attach that. And then we've got another star for expansion. And I can get another one by having another territory. And that is what I'm going to do, because that is papyrus, and papyrus is very, very useful in the ancient age. And I can also have coffee, which is exceptionally good. My people will drink coffee, and even though I would prefer to have them drink tea, it's acceptable for them to drink coffee instead. It is an acceptable substitute, and we shall have to make do. There we go. There's also gemstones and gold as well. Although they'll probably found another city to take advantage of that. Coffee is no substitute. Well, Ruinon, it's... No, we will protect. We will build a dam around Assur, and we will take the proper steps to protect the city. And maybe we can direct the floodwaters. Coffee is the prime warm caffeine source. I'm not so sure on that. Well, there we go. An old horde. Okay, I need 178 influence, so we will get that. We're actually getting a fairly good amount of influence each turn, which is good. And our city is continuing to grow at a fairly rapid rate, especially with the new um if we don't have horse, yeah. Once we have horses, we can have animal barns, and that will increase our food output, which will be very, very good. Because the last thing I want to do is become food constrained. That would be kinda bad. Also, I'm leaving the mammoths alone. Just letting them do what they want to do. Ah. Wild animals in the forest. Carcasses can be used for military, detective, or subsistence. Bountiful, 5 food. Prosperous, 5 money. Patriotic. I'm gonna go with bountiful. Because I really want to grow the city. I really want to grow the population in the early game when it actually does kind of matter. We'll have polytheism. Why not? Polytheism is always pretty
Likely
good.
to meet their canals and farmers as their soldiers.
Oh, Harappa. I see.
Help me make this world a better place for all our peoples.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't think so. How many eras? Okay,
Tell me about yourself.
so she has 3 leader stars. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Indeed. Well, we got lucky, but we did actually pay the money to invest and actually do the proper job of it. So, there we go. So, I'm just having a look. There. That is basically perfect. We can have that. And then we can pillage that sanctuary for some more gold while our new... basically, I'm spreading down the coast. Timu says, hello, Fleet & Co. Paul says, coffee and iron brew, job done. I wouldn't go about mixing coffee and iron brew. It would feel a little, Okay, we don't... Okay, so actually having the industry as working as it is actually massively helping us boost the production rates of our cities, which is helping us do things. And then I will actually have an obelisk of the gods. Where is the best place that it says this can go? Is there a best place for it in our current territorial holdings? 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Let's put it there. We'll put it on the coast. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Put it on the coast. Lovely. Because as we all know, if you have your obelisk on the coast, you can, all the people at sea can pray to it as they pass by. Oh, fishing, yes. That's a good idea. Let us explore the seas. Okay. There we go. End turn. As separate drinks. Well, it wasn't clear, Paul. You said coffee and iron. How was I to know you meant separately? As separate drinks, even still, I think. Tea. If I have to have caffeine at all, I have tea. Because, well, I'm not really dependent on caffeine that much. So, I only need small amounts of it if I need it at all. But for those who need caffeine to get going, yes, Iron Brew is probably what they need. I need more food. Yeah, I really do need more food, which is fine. Oh, oh, excellent! We can get copper now, which means we can train. Which means we can work with bronze. Beautiful. And now we have another era star. Basically, I am just gaining era stars from... I'm just saying, which is the best way to get to the gold? Probably via getting the gemstones. Yep, there we go. And the city continues to grow. Okay, so I'm sharing this continent with two other empires. And they are much further away than me. And it wouldn't surprise me if they are about to come to blows right now. How late are you planning to go in the rope to brew ships? Just planning to mac out my own machinations. Well, I'll probably go to 7, quarter past 7. It depends. It depends on how we go, I guess. But probably not right up to brew ships. And will I drink green tea only in Japan? I do like green tea, but I don't know if I don't know what I'll drink in Japan. But it probably won't be only green tea. But I can drink green tea. There's nothing wrong with a good bit of green tea. Green tea can be very nice. Okay, so how many do I need? I need 212 influence, which is fine. Whatever city this is will have to go on the river, because otherwise they will not have the stuff they will need to keep it going. We will silence that. Prophecies never mean anything. It is the force of our arms and the will of our people that grants us victory, not any sort of prophecy or divination. Oh. Oh, an independent city-state. I see. Oh, a new civic. Independent peoples. Hmm. Mercenary armies. Fellow peoples.
They may have more to offer than just their weapons. Assimilation does seem practical.
There we go. Ah, excellent. One of the agrarian stars has been unlocked. Oh, I've mapped an entire continent. Oh, cool. And we've converted some of their people to polytheism. Oh, yes, irrigation, please. And then no, irrigation, please. Yes.
So you have invested in the...
Bet of 1 can of brew that the bot is not working today, Timu says. That's a sucker bet, says Ruin on. Lion says, I thought Dr. Clark was planning on using your luggage allowance on the way there for his iron brew, and on the way back for his new books. No, absolutely not. I need my own luggage allowance. Green tea is just black tea, which is slightly less harsh. If you like black, you'll like green. It's not that much difference. It's actually slightly, it's just less strong black tea, basically. As well, that's what I've found whenever I've had it. Ruined shrines we're finding. And we're getting our new faith. Art of divination spreads across the empire. Priests search messages from the gods. Reason. We must use logic and experimentation to discern the true methods of divination. Yes. That is correct. Let us go at this logically and see what we can find. I'm just thinking. More food. Yeah, so we'll have that one right on the not quite on the mouth of a river, but fairly close to it. And Asura is continuing to grow at a fairly rapid rate, actually. I need to make sure, though, that we don't actually... Yeah. Yeah, we're going to run out of food if we're not careful. I probably need to switch to... Yep, switch to food output. And I probably also need to... work on 2 new farms for the city.
We'll keep an eye on it.
So that we can actually, well, there we go, irrigation, and that gives me one of the science stars. I am literally only 1 star away from actually, going to the next stage. I've kind of just rocketed through the age. I once had lip balm that was green tea flavoured. It was nice. And Team says, if Leslie's with you in Japan, he might get you to a tea ceremony. Well, that would be, nice. And Paul says, very Vulcan of you with logic. Well, hey, Vulcans do not have, the... Vulcans do not have the, monopoly on logic. See, for example, I'm going to use ferrets rather than cats to hunt down rodents. Because ferrets can get places cats can't. And then I'm actually going to do flood irrigation. Actually, do we need flood irrigation? Are we on a river? We're not. But it's worth having anyway, just so we've got it. There we go. Marvelous. Okay, so we've got our new outpost coming along quite nicely, and I'm now going to move into here. And we're going to move up to the top of here, because this has porcelain, this has gold, like this little plateau on top here. It's also exceptionally defendable. You can only approach from 2 angles to get to the city, which means that the new city I'll be founding will be very, very, very defendable. Which is kind of the whole point, to be fair. No, we're not going to do a new civic yet, because I want to actually get my new city set up. And oh, no, you don't, Sunshine. I am here to claim this area for my own empire. And speaking of which, yes, let's do a new culture. And I think we are the first to actually enter the age. So, you can keep your old empire, which means you get fame bonuses and extra stability. But usually what you want to do is actually expand. I'm not really thinking fighting right now. Achaemenid Persians or the Romans? Yeah, there's still a lot of expansion to do. So it's going to be a choice between the Achaemenid Persians and the Roman. Being Yorkshireman doesn't really mean you know that too much about ferrets. I'm just thinking. I'm going to go with the Achaemenid Persians.
As urban centers grow, both ideas and sewage are generated at a record pace. Arts and sciences flourish as military tactics and mathematical equations become as coveted as physical goods. Empires struggle to control these intangibles, however, as some might trouble their stability. As far as ideas go, you'll need to get comfortable with the idea that the troops are not actually immortal.
And the thing is, the city centres actually retain their centre, so you know when they were founded, basically. What? What grievance?
To what do I owe the pleasure?
There is a penalty to be paid. Worse still, should you refuse.
Yeah, you attacked me.
I will not tolerate this.
Oh, okay then.
We have
War.
exhausted peaceful solutions.
War. Okay. Right, okay, so... I need units. So... we don't have copper. So move that to the top of the queue. Along with horses and artisans' quarters, we need the copper. To get us through. And then basically I need spearmen, which I can't get yet, but so what I will do is then train 3 warriors, excuse me, and a bowman. And then we'll focus on city population growth to help us. Unclaimed wonders. Colossus of Rhodes. Lighthouse of Alexandria. Mausoleum at Cathartus and the Statue of Zeus. I'm going to go with a light... Oh, no, that costs influence. I can't... No, I'm not going to claim the wonder now. I'm going to get killed. Because, yeah, they just... Yeah, I think I know why. Yeah, that's why they did it. They are trying to take that gold province, even though it's miles from their home area. Which is fine. That is not a problem. I can work with that. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get a force together to defend. So let's start grouping our assets together to try and mount a defense. Yeah, Ruinon is thanking Paul for the resub. It's all well and good. So I see. I need to really think now. We'll have to attach to Usurper now, because we need to basically wait and figure out what we're doing. Yeah, so they're melee and they're anti-cav. So ideally, what I want is I want my Assyrian riders because they can then go and pillage the enemy cities. Because basically what started here is we've basically moved into a war of annihilation. Yes. Patriotic. That is exactly what I need right now. Bring the cost of units way down. As the city continues to grow. Research. You get writing. Writing is important, because then we can write about things. Looks like Fleet has some stream add-on that needs work. What do you mean, Timu? Timu, could you be slightly less vague and say what you mean? There we go, so we'll get more warriors. And then what I also want is some units of 2 units of Assyrian cavalry to form their own band that'll go off and do something else. New civic, okay. 30% on unit infantry cost. Yes, I'm sorry, I will. Yeah, professional soldiery is one thing, but having...
This should improve efficiency and camaraderie. But it'll...
I'm sorry, but it's the early part of the game. I need units to cost less, so conscription. Okay, so we've got the army. Right, okie dokie. So let's send that out to go and take the province of Hogar off the I think they're the Goths now? And then we'll send you gentlemen off to guard the western flank. And that is, yeah, that's the trading post that links that province to Harappa, which makes them exceptionally
We've been
vulnerable.
going nowhere. Shall we try forward?
Yeah,
It may
we
be
will.
diff-
We
It
will
is mediocre,
absolutely.
and I'm being generous, but we can live with it.
That's fine. I'll have some trades with Boadicea. Right. Okay. So we are now moving our forces, and I'm training my Assyrian cavalry to go and do some raiding, which is fine. So we want to come at this from this angle, basically because that's the best way to approach up from the flats below.
You have marched out your first emblematic unit. Congratulations. Do try to keep them alive.
I will actually also then I will go for a third cavalry unit just to really bulk up the amount of cavalry that we have. Then we'll also get animal barons because that'll increase the amount of. Because basically we have to focus on city growth to make sure that our population keeps growing at the rate we really need it to. Ah, okay, so that is a unit of runners. They have very little health and not much resistance to cavalry. That's okay then. I could sally out with my... Yeah, we'll sally out with these units of horsemen and we will deal with them. The latest followers pop-up says configuration required when I click on it on the right-hand side of the stream. That's just the Twitchism, Teemu, I think. Oh, we won. We just won. Marvellous. We literally just... We beat them so hard, they just died. Paul Amos says, was Peeling Spud, was the band you created a brass band? I will admit, I'm getting a little bit lost here. Okay, so there we go. Patriotic. Yes. No, actually, divide. Combat strength. No, we will have prosperous.
We'll keep an eye on them.
There we go, and we'll bulk up our army. And the runners are coming back again, which is fine. So our boys are going there. The runners have entered our city, and I'm now going to annihilate them. And I'm going to do a manual battle. Oh, they ran. They ran. Well, we're not going to stand for that. We're going to chase them this time. We're going to use our cavalry to chase them down.
Senseless. This war is senseless.
It may be. There's just no way to make this work.
No?
I do not accept.
No, no, no.
So that is your choice.
You started this, and also you took the gold province, so I am coming for my gold. Once I have my gold, then we can talk about peace. Not before. Move on up, folks. Right, there is that force again.
Strike
And
first, strike hard.
okay, they have actually chose to stand and fight. Deployment ended. So the first thing I'm going to do is flank around behind them. And then we're going to charge down the hill. And then, in theory, by doing this, we're going to annihilate this force that's been annoying me in my rear. Yep, there we go. Fantastic. And that's what cavalry can do for you. Which is going to give me war support, lose them war support. And that is going to be a heroic, heroic victory. Okay, so with the new cavalry, so we are approaching our target of conquest, Hogar. Ah, there is an enemy army. But they only have 2 warriors and 1 runner, whereas we have 3 warriors and an archer. So the battle favors us. And also, if I'm quick, and I think I should be able to be, I can bring in my cavalry behind them. New civic army wages. Well, obviously we pay the people. No, we pay them. Yeah, paid wages. Don't pay your armies through plunder. It doesn't work. This is total warfare by another name. No, no, no. It's more of a civilization alike. Right. So we're gonna dig in and defend, and our archers are gonna be behind us to do that. So I am going to weaken them frontally, and then we're going to end the round and let them hit us because we've not moved. We're nice and well defended. Their archers didn't actually hit us. They chose instead to not do anything. So hit their front line again. Now we can attack with our fresh troops, which is good, and then use our slightly diminished troops to kill theirs with very little risk of loss, and move up our infantry to take a defensive position there. Because their archers are prioritizing going after our archers, which is not the best idea. So I'm going to pull my archers back, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attacking uphill is not ideal. No, so we're not going to. Yep, that's not surprising. Okay, so that battle is going a bit half and half. Luckily, though, I can bring my cavalry up to support that. And even if I lose that army, the cavalry will come in afterwards and complete the victory, even if that army dies. Right, okay, so... yeah, Timu's pretty much got it down. It's a different way to approach the Civ formula. Yeah, we need to batter our way through that force. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. We have to batter our way through that force. Yeah, unfortunately they are. Yeah, that's not really. Yeah, okay, that's not really gone well. Can I withdraw? Will it let me withdraw?
Can't do it.
It won't let me withdraw. I want to withdraw from combat. Basically, all I have to do is play keep away.
Do you profit from this war?
Yes,
That
actually.
is unlikely.
No.
I find your proposition outlandish at best.
I am...
Yeah, no. You are denying me my rights, so no. I want my gold, and I will have my gold. And my cavalry is en route. To reinforce the battle. You'd organised warfare to have reserves arrive. Okay, so that's what we need to do next. Is to get organised warfare. Never mind. As the battle will end soon, and then I can bring the cavalry in and complete the victory. So they did technically win. It was a technical victory for them. But I have my cavalry, and we are going to... And they ran. Excellent. They ran. That was a heroic victory for us. And our forces need to run away now, which is fine. So that was a heroic victory for us. And we can then seize that territory from them. It wasn't exactly how I planned to do the conflict, but it's definitely... There we go. And then I can return my archer to Assur to actually reinforce him. Which we will now do. And then, of course, we'll also add an artisan's quarter to that district as well to add all of these extra raw materials to our nation. And we are continuing to rather rapidly grow the population in a big way. And they made the right choice not attacking me, because they know full well if they attack, cavalry on top of a hill charging down, it doesn't end well for them. Like, once Hogar is in my possession, the war can end. But until it is, then... Oh my god, I just realised what the city's called! The city!
And culture.
The city of
only worrying
Sus.
thing about them are those elephants.
It's the city of Sus. The city of Sus. Oh my god. That is hilarious. Oh. Ah. It's a scout, and he's scouting. Good for him. That's iron. I can't do that yet. Don't have iron working researched. Excellent. No, you are not going to be... You are going to be another city. You are going to be another city in my empire. Not attached to any other. And then I'm going to transfer the southern... That portion there with the gemstones to you. Ah. Oh, they ran. That's no fun. Come back. Excellent. We have taken a city. It is now ours. So we're going to go for city growth in our policy. Which means we need a granary, which is good. We're already exploiting these areas because they're actually inside the city, so we don't have to worry about exploiting them, which means the city will make a lot of money. And if we're going to talk about cities and outposts, we need to talk about splitting off certain other things from them. So we split... Yes, so you are going to be attached to a different city in a second.
For your families!
Come on, chase them down. And there we go. So that is now attached to Parthia, which is fantastic. And I'm gonna chase down these. Paul says just add sex to it. No, it's the city of Sus, and it will ever be the city of Sus. The city of Sus. It's too funny. It's too funny to not. Now I don't think I can siege down their cities and take their empire. Sadly. But I do feel like weakening them until they actually accept they need to pay terms. Order. No, we'll go to the... No, we'll go for a small council, because that means that we can actually have... Yeah, because that means I can increase the stability of Assur and also give Parthia access to the sea. Which is honestly kind of important. Hello. Oh, you tried to run. Oh, that's adorable. I mean, I know why they went so far from their city to claim it. I mean, they desperately wanted the gold and the porcelain, which I now own. No. We are not going to have eunuchs. No. Eunuchs are bad. No. No eunuchs. Oh, what do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
This proposition should be in all our best interests.
I'm not gonna get fussy over a treaty being denounced. It's fine. Not a problem. I'm gonna take my forces down to their border and we'll see what the score is. Oh, they chose to stand and fight. Right, okay, so send one cavalry unit in to watch them. Send another one over here, and in one turn we should be able to crush this force of infantry fairly easily. Turns out when the enemy has no spearmen and you're the one with all the cavalry, it kinda, yeah, you kinda win. I feel like the Mongols. Victory. Nice. My war support has gone way up, I think.
Welcome. What do you seek?
Hang on. Yeah, I need more influence, which is fine. Yep, and he is healing in 2 turns, which is fine. I need to rebuild another army around him. So again, I'll have spearmen and 2 sets of warriors, and that will be fine for our new army, which is fine. Regroup. No, we'll just have you wait. That's fine. No, we will celebrate on Azure. We will acknowledge the brave sacrifice of the men and women who gave their lives for our brave nation. Never forget. Go, and I'm going to hold
Yes,
that
Commander.
position, because that is a nice mountain pass for us to defend. And then we're going to continue to advance as best we can. Right. Well, okay, I can now add you to Parsia, which gives Parsia an ability to access the sea, which could be very, very useful indeed. 9, 8, 7, well, so we'll have it there as a port. And then, of course, we will make sure that all of our provinces that we have are exploited. We won't have a Scepter's Palace because that doesn't really help us, but we'll have a pottery workshop, we'll have flood irrigation, we'll have animal barns, and we will definitely have a public fountain. Once this war is over, I'll take stock of the situation, see where we are in terms of... Oh, have we found something? Ah, we have found something. Enemy assets. So if I bring my forces in, that will block their escape. And the next battle that we fight, they won't be able to escape from. And it should be a heroic victory for us. There we go. So things are going well. Ah, Parsia's population is continuing to grow. Fantastic. The server is getting itself flood irrigation to help regain the size of its armed forces, which is pretty much bang on what we want. And obviously I also want to found the first new port of Azure, which will be built over here. I also probably want to have the other fortification being built, which is fine. And I also probably want a public fountain, which will give us more stability after the port is built. Oh, they ran. Well, that's fantastic. Well, actually, that is pretty good. Okay. So let's now continue to advance into their territory. They have a basic palisade, but not much more than that. Here's the thing, I can move this cavalry unit out. I can then charge that fresh unit in and another fresh unit behind it. And then, again, I can keep rotating them through. Again, this is not a fight they're going to win. Cavalry is just too flexible for them to deal with. Okay, so they keep attacking. And there we go. There we go. The unfortunate thing is the city walls that I can't get past. There we go. Okay, so we won. Excellent. Did that mean we took the city? I'm gonna need more men. I am gonna need a lot more men.
Over this way.
Although hopefully they're willing.
What do you want?
They're willing to accept. What? Okay, so I basically have to keep hitting them until their war support goes to 0. Okay, alright.
Let's go.
We can do that. Anyway, to do my rounds, so catch you lovely folks in brew ships. Bye, Timu! Okay, so you hold there for me. And I don't want to lose any of these valuable cavalry units. So what we're going to do is we're going to withdraw. Because the cavalry needs to be needs to heal itself. So we're going to fall. Oh, that's another mainline army of theirs. That was a large force. So we're gonna fall back towards our own lands for now, and wait for a fresh army to come up. Once we've got flood irrigation,
To
which I
harness
can pay
the
for.
power of water itself in order to feed your people. That should make you popular.
There we go. And now we can upgrade the size of our armed forces, which is even better. Let's see. Can I pay you to?
An enormous leap forward, from mundane tallies of crops to recording the wisdom of sages. Humankind now wields the most powerful tool of all.
Excellent. Writing. We will bribe them with money. Okay. No, we want organized warfare. As we've already said, organized warfare is something that we need.
Do not waste my time.
Ah! They're asking me to surrender.
There's just no way to make
What?
this work.
Why would I surrender? I'm winning! I'm winning! I took off the thing we started the whole war for.
The snake approaches.
No, I am not going
find
to
your-
surrender. Why do you keep thinking I'm going to surrender? I'm winning. Hello? There we go, surround it on 3 sides. Okay, so they are not where I thought they would be. That's fine, so... Okay, you guys first. There we go, and then you gentlemen. And then you gentlemen. So that weakens them. And then they threw up a hill, which is... Okay, so if they're up there, then what I could do is I can actually move through and threaten your camp, which if I do that, you're going to not be able to really deal with. So have the strongest unit go first. Which is good. And then the one that's on an even level with them go next. And then have the one that is even further down go... Oh. Okay, so that is good. So hopefully we might lose a unit. But I do think... Okay, they're gonna wipe each other out, which is fine. Mutual kill. Okay, so we did lose... So, okay, they took 100% losses, and they gained war support. That makes no sense. Ruinon said, that was tedious. He had to respool the better part of 500 grams of filament. That is, ooh, that's an oof. That is a proper oof. That is, Ruinon. That just... Ooh. We will sculpt. There we go. I don't understand war support in this game. It makes no sense. Like, we are winning.
Yes, Commander.
How can we be losing war support if we're not winning? I genuinely don't understand how this could be. Hey! Prosperous.
The snake approaches.
I am not surrendering. I have no reason to surrender. I'm winning. Martyrs can be exceptionally powerful. I suppose there is that Ruinon, I guess. Like, they fought against overwhelming odds and took two out of the 3 enemy formations with them, I guess. There is that. But, like, I've taken the whole city we started the war over. Like, how... I don't understand how this can be. Statue of Zeus. That's actually a pretty nice wonder, actually. There we go. Right, okay, so that is nearly ready. Actually, we'll assign that to that army. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got our other army. Let's bring that up and forwards. And we'll just wait quickly for our other formations to get here. What does she want?
The snake approaches.
No terms proposed. Their war score. So, okay, so they're offering me I lose nothing, basically.
You have an...
Okay, never mind. Next turn. Okay, this trust is going well. That's good. Okay, Parsia's population continues to grow at a fairly rapid rate. And once we have the harbour, we can fish. We can fish. Fish. Because humans aren't a rational fleet, especially during emotional times like war. Like, Ruinon, I'm winning. I've taken so few losses it's not even funny. How can I have literally no war support
What
at
do
all?
you want?
You've made the right choice. Amazing.
Okay, so we have achieved peace. And I didn't lose anything from that. So basically they accepted that while their war support was high, they literally had no ability to do anything with it. So that makes sense, I guess. So we'll have our infantry-based army forward in Parsia, and the cavalry will be back home in the Empire's capital, and one of the scouts will sit in our outpost over there. There we go. Fantastic. Urgent affairs require your attention. We should use this time of peace to focus on training better armies. No, we will use the Wise, Wen, and Mimim to boost our population. We could use it in the aftermath of the conflict. And then put you over there near our port. Keep an eye on it. And there go our brave spearmen. Although I haven't forgotten the Goths. There will be a reckoning. Of that I have very little doubt. But it will come on my terms. And when it does, I shall be ready. I just got to end some turns to help the Empire rebuild. And we will rebuild. We have to rebuild. There is no choice. She'd better not be coming to have another crack. Surely. Surely she's not that stupid. 7... 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 5, 8, 8, 7, 8, 8, 5, 7. There's an oasis there. 7, 7. There, put it there. That will give me 8. And then you gentlemen can wait there. Fantastic. And now we're building our fort, the other one of our 2 forts. Ah. 2 foot influence on mountains. Abstain from... No. Seek wisdom. Yes. Knowledge. Knowledge is power. Religious tolerance. There we go.
It all sounds well and good, until they start worshipping delivery services and bank accounts.
The wheel. No, we want sailing. I want to send galleys out into the world. I want to see what I can see. Okay, that's good. So we have our first new set of cities, and then another city over there, which is good. We're building our new outpost that will help our cities continue to grow. Party's population is absolutely booming, so is Asur's. Even city growth being the way it is, we still have enough stuff to keep things going incredibly rapidly. What I will do, though, is we will have a House of Sciences and a other market research center there. just to try and keep things going at a relatively decent rate.
Your people see it as a place of safety and a symbol of power. Only your friends know of the extensive wine cellar.
Funny that. 50 influence per turn. I am just absolutely business is booming. There aren't so many unique resources here in these slots I'm capturing now. But what they are enabling me to do, basically, is they're enabling me to basically swathe off a very sizable part of the continent for myself that the other two powers can't get to. It wouldn't surprise me if those two come to blows. Yes. No, actually, I'm going to get the wheel. We will have the wheel. It is a good thing to have. Also, I am going to have another unit of cavalry added to my domain. Just to bulk it up. And what I am going to do, actually, is... because we have our walls that protect our city, although we don't actually yet. So I should probably string those up relatively quickly. As soon as the pottery workshop's done. Just because I kind of do not want that to have become something that... And then we'll put a fortress there to blockade that entrance to the city. Which will make it even easier in wartime to defend. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink at sea. And Ruinon says, are you off to see what you can see? Paul says, the wheel needs a road, all about the infrastructure. Now, where have I heard that before?
For both of our aspirations.
It may be difficult to stomach.
I shall
It is
accept.
mediocre, and I'm being generous, but we can live with it.
That's okay. I mean, if they're willing to accept a non-aggression pact, that is fine. Excellent. We've researched the wheel. We've researched science. This is all going very well. So the next thing I want to do is I want to get to Standing Army to get access to the Immortals and Swordsmen. Which also means I can then work Iron. Which, funnily enough, I actually have in my home capital.
Welcome. What do you seek?
No, I'm not ready yet. No, we'll go with the solar calendar.
You have reached the end of an ideology axis. Of all the epithets other empires may use for you, wishy-washy won't be one.
Ah, we've earned an expansionist star. That is good. That is very good. Ooh, 19 food. That is really going to flood into Parsia and really grow that city.
In constructing,
Hey, emblematic quarter. Okay. Basically, once you get to a certain point in an area, you kind of snowball through it. In a way, it kind of just goes. So how many? Okay, so how many cities do you have connected to you? Let's have a look. So we have 2 cities. You have 4 territories. You have 3. So yes, we're gonna actually need to connect. And I still have room for 1 more big city, and the final big city is gonna go up here. So I'm gonna train in Azor. Let me see. I'm going to train another scout quickly after the Assyrian Rider is done. The human engine. No. No slavery. Ooh. No, we'll
I
have
hope you don't start
criminal.
altering law enforcement practices just to get your...
Yeah, we don't want to talk about... I would rather just not have slavery at all. Paul says the Mongols are expanding quite a bit. Oh, yeah, they are actually, aren't they? Yeah. The Mongols are expanding. It's alright. I don't think we're likely to get into a shooting war with them very soon. I think we should be okay for now. Oh, what's this? Construction process. Ah, because of the... Yeah. So the move the cavalry to the garrison, and that's where they will live. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then that will be the new city over there. And then you will do that. And can I build the first naval units? Yes, yes I can. We will build 2 galleys. There we go. And then we'll have another new city outpost there, which will be very, very good for us. The roads across our empire are being built to connect all of our territories together. But I will keep an eye on the Mongols, Paul, I can promise you that much. Thing is, my empire's nice and contiguous, whereas theirs is all haphazard and all over the place. Ah, new treaties. There we go. Sign a science charter with them, which is good because that'll help boost my science. There we go. And you just wait there for me while I am. We will negotiate. Oh yeah, they are pretty unstable, aren't they? So we will move. Yeah, we'll move that up. That needs doing now, basically, and then we need the fortress as well to keep public order in check. And then put another fortress there to keep an eye on that as well. And keep churning out food. How's Azur doing? Azur still is positive in food, which is fantastic. And what I can also do now is I can start extracting the iron in the empire that I have, which is excellent. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the jealous types to say things like, it's just a big pile of rocks.
I assume somebody just finished Stonehenge. That would be my thoughts. So there we go. Finish that, and then... And then we will... Ooh, that. That is a lot of juicy science output. But we're finishing the harbour first. Beautiful. Parsia's population growth is through the roof, which is part of the point, actually. There we go. So... so Naus, Libertas, and the other cities. So it's not going to be Naus that becomes the next city. So Zur is fine. Parsi is fine. So no, I'm actually not going to claim that city. What I do want you to do, though, is keep an eye on our southern border for me. That would be absolutely sound. So we're going to leave those as they are for now. And then what I'm probably going to do is we will found our new city up here in the... Ooh, look at that. Lovely, fertile coastal city. Up there. And yeah, I am keeping an eye on the Mongols, Paul, I tell you. Yeah, we absolutely will increase
Carthaginians. With strong ships on the waters and elephants on land, one hopes they will stay friendly.
There we go. So increase the public fountain, and then we'll build two new garrisons to help keep the peace in Parsia. Assur is actually perfectly stable. It is the model city. So I will attach... Yeah, I'll attach Naos to them, which is good. That means that Assur is even more big and powerful than it already was. Which is what we want. We don't want to be falling behind. Carthaginians are across the water. It's minorly concerning.
Debate and discussion are not the pastimes of the idle, but the actions of thinkers and movers who will touch every aspect of civilization.
Indeed. Philosophy. And then we'll have hydrology. So we can think of things like aqueducts and such. And I will actually invest in a garrison because it will bring the stability of Parsia up. And it is kind of important that it is up. Go. And there we go. I can found a new outpost here that we will turn into a
Let
new
us
city.
formalize our mutual appreciation.
Indeed.
I ask myself, is this a ruse?
There we go.
I proceed with this, but only for expediency's sake. This time.
There we go. And we are doing fairly well indeed. So, we need to actually look into upgrading our armed forces. And we also need to look into creating more coin. Because right now the empires are looking a little bit teetering on the edge of bankruptcy. Which is not perhaps ideal.
We'll stay here.
Yeah. Bankruptcy is not ideal. So yeah, finish building the garrison, and then build me... an aqueduct and a city watch, because we will need those to keep the peace. Because for some reason here in the great city of Parsia, they're not fond of they're not fond of just peaceably being in the empire. Who do I have a grievance with? Let me guess. It's Queen Zenobia. Of course it is. Of course it is. And we are right on the edge of the medieval age, which is fine. Then we can build another city up here, and this will be the foundation of our new northern cities. Endorse. The gods must be angered. Stop. Yeah. No, we're not having 100 people's heads chopped off just because some random priest wants to appease some magic man he thinks he knows in the sky. No, thank you. I don't think so. Fortifications, please. So we can build walls around our cities. I will admit, this game's sound design is not perfect. Aztecs, the Franks, the Ghanaians, the Teutons, Khmer, English. You know what? I am going to go for the English because this is all about population growth and stability. Which is pretty much what I want for the next stage.
Wisdom and technical innovation from earlier eras bring humankind new knowledge, and we immediately use it to find new ways to kill each other off. Greater empires build more powerful armies, but brute strength may be defeated by superior innovations. It is brains versus brawn, with ever richer cities as tempting spoils for the victor. Bowman.
Excellent. So, let's focus on growing our cities.
Why should individual wealth and political connections determine the status of something as timeless as the land?
Beautiful. So there we are. We are now actually working on the construction of our newest cities. And the promotion of our cities to greater and greater heights. We're working on our wonder, which is good. 20 people now live in Azure, and food production is just through the roof. I would actually build a site. We seem to be doing okay on science. Oh, a stronghold. That is something that will probably be very handy for us to have. And I am probably going to put it here, because that means I can defend... Yeah, I can defend my eastern borders then from the two independent small nations over there, which may be a problem. Just don't go on crusades or rotten kings like John. John was dealt a bad hand by his brother. Yeah, I'm not surprised they feel suspicious. I've built a very decently compact and well-organized empire. Yes, we will study. We will study
So, will this
the
independent
medicines.
people be an ally or an enemy? A barrier or a blessing? Their future may not be in their hands.
And we will pay money so these people will trust us. That is the way. Although there is also the idea that I will just crush them eventually. Their cities are small, they can't field large armies, and eventually they will have to fall under my sway. Those two independent city-states I will probably bring into my thing. I'll probably... it depends on... Actually, no, they can probably stay as they are for now. I will probably hoover them up at some point later in the game. Their technology can't keep up with mine, so I'll probably march up with guns and just do a bit of the old colonial siegery. So we're working on our new city. How is Parthia doing? Sorry, Parthia, Pazra. Okay, their stability is on the up and up. That is very good indeed. Oh! Oh, King Agamemnon of the Huns has died! The first civilization has fallen. Which is not what we want. Okay, so the Byzantines and the Goths have just signed an alliance. Which is... Right, we might have problems here. I might need to develop a navy, and pretty sharpish as well, because I'm looking... And I think I might need to defend... my territory. Ah, Londonia. Marvellous. And then we will attach those two territories to the city. And again, so balanced policy. Nope, city growth. City growth is what's important. It's what matters. We will then bring in the basic infrastructure that every city needs. There we are. Marvellous. That's another city. That means my empire now stretches across the northern part of the continent. Marvellous. Ah, rhetoric. Theatre, library. Actually, let's... Yeah, let's go for an outpost so we can get bigger ships. Just don't go on crusade. Well, you already said that. But still, crusades are not exactly what you call all the
Something
time.
to make our affairs more civil?
Yes, I will accept a
With
non-aggression
great
pact.
discomfort, I accept your term.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on them, though. I don't trust them. But luckily I have enough money now to upgrade my forces to be much better. And I'm watching that force of arms approach, and I don't like it. I don't like it one iota. But not very little. There's very little I can do about it right now. Ah, protect the weak. That is very true. It is good to protect the weak. That is the way. So we are gaining population incredibly quickly. London is going aggressively quickly. No, we're not going to have these foreigners enter our city without much in the way of warning for who they are or where they've come from. That could end disastrously. I'd rather not think of the consequences, I tell you the truth.
With a first ship, you can protect your interests far from home. And maybe redefine what those interests are.
There we go. Send out our little galleys to go and explore the world's oceans. See what we can find. Excuse me 1 second, folks. I'll be right back. Unfortunately, the problem with streaming is if something happens, I have to deal with it. You have to go away and deal with it. So I'll be right back. I think my empire is proving to be rather marvelous. And our raw materials are proving to be excellent in terms of availability. We have ships. Our ships can go places. Explore the world. See new things. It's alright, he's... There we go. Now he can navigate through there. He can make a quick hop across deep water. But now he is in there. Which is, of course, what you want. We want to send our boats out to explore the world. Ruinon says, I almost want to commission Sol to make Fee to BRB screen. Seeing this glowed hell avatar, looking down at a broken host with a wrench in his hand, scratching his head. Honestly, that is such a good idea. I might end up commissioning him to do... that myself. But also, yeah, speaking of donations, this is actually, I'm glad Paul and Ruinon have brought this up. So, I am, as you know, Shipshape are going to Japan. So, if you've ever, and I would like to go with them, and I'd like to fund as much of my own way as I can. So, if you would like to help Fleet out and help fund a little bit of the costs of that trip, and help me actually get forwards to where I want to be, and just generally help out where you can, this is a reminder that I have a Ko-fi page, and of course, Patreon, which some of you already know about. And if you want to help Fleet get to Japan, and you want to help me take money away from things that I usually do, like, you know, spending £4 to help buy me a cider, or putting £4 into Ko-fi for membership, or just making a one-off donation. Every little bit helps me do what I want to do and helps me store money away for the trip to Japan. So, any little bit you can do, and anything you can give. If you've ever been hesitant about giving before because of the only monthly subscription options on Patreon, and you've wanted to make a one-off donation or a one-off pledge of support, I now have a Ko-fi page. It's all set up. If you've ever been held back because of that, then there is now that option available for you.
Norseman in a longship does not always turn out to be a happy event.
Napoleon Bonaparte is the head of the Norsemen, of course he is.
Greetings, Sovereign. Do you too believe that there is no limit to how high humanity might soar?
From my people, and from myself, heartfelt greetings. Let us see if we can build a better world.
Oh dear.
I can see the bigger picture. Let
us no longer speak of this, yes. Oh, Imperial Power. Oh, Siege Tactics. Yes, that's what I want. I want Siege Tactics. Siege Tactics are incredibly useful. Can we make it to that other area? Yes, we
No doubt this
absolutely
independent people possess sophisticated customs, rights, language, and beliefs. I do hope you're going to treat them well.
We'll treat them well, for good. Why does the advisor think I'm going to do heinous shit to people the moment I meet them? I have been very, very peaceful this run. Very, very peaceful. I have been exceptionally peaceful this run. Like, very, very peaceful. I am the most peaceful it is possible to be. I'll get that done in 11 turns. And then, of course, Londonia also needs a obelisk of the gods somewhere. Pox on the Wind. Today the Empire spans many cities. Landspeaker Terrible Malady. Yes, we will heed this. We will lock down the cities. We will have increased stability, but... Runan says, have you looked at history? Yes, that is true. That is very true. History is not always kind in that sense, but we will explore. We will continue to trade. We will continue to... Although I will actually return my naval vessels to Allied waters quickly, just so we can upgrade them to Quid Kareems. Then also that reminds me, just not build galleys, and instead build Quid Kareems instead, and also upgrade the walls of our various cities. Well, first of all, we need to actually have walls. We will have walls. I could actually, if I take Sus, I could use that as a jumping off point for another city spanning across those 4 provinces. It would be possible for me to do. I have the military strength required, I could do it. And not build Hosh. Well, I don't know what we're going to get to. Okay, units will be lost at sea. Yes, I know, it will be lost at sea. Thank you for the reminder. However, we're not going to have it be lost at sea. It's going to cross the sea. It's going to get to where it needs to be. Excellent, we now have a Quid Kareem. It's even bigger. It's more bigly. And these ships are forming the foundations of my new fleets.
Ready all, row.
I mean, in particular, one of the most important things here is the fact that I control this strait. It's my territory. It's a strait between 2 oceans, and it's mine. I own it. Intriguing letters about finance. One of the famous poet Feith. Well, yeah, we'll have a bit more fame. Fame is good. Ah, excellent. More resources have been sold, more fame has been got, and more treaties will be signed. And there we go. Quid Kareem. Marvellous. Yeah, the Byzantines are starting to get a little bit afraid because they're looking at my navy and they're going, oh, he's getting big. I'm like, yes, yes, I am. I am getting very big. Actually, no, I'm going to tell my 2 warriors, sorry, my 2 units of scouts to also explore again. And we're going to send them off to explore other continents and see what we can find. Ah, excellent. We now have ballistas, which means we can actually fire into cities. I'm actually going to go and I'm going to get seafaring mastery. I'm going to put a lot of research into it. And that'll get us cogs, which can actually travel across deep water fairly well. What can we claim? The Great Zimbabwe, this colossal fortress. Notre Dame, I could do, or Totajai has the Buddha. I could do that. Runan says, ouch. Looks like that church I occasionally find myself in may have had significant embezzlement event. What were you expecting, Runan? It's a church. The whole reason that the church exists, especially in the, is just embezzlement and tax fraud. Of course there's going to be embezzlement. It's just a matter of how long it takes for it to come to light. We will mobilize to explore the wreckage. What did we build? Oh, we built the Wonder. Fantastic.
Wonder what sort of a sign it is when an empire spends more.
Oh
on
my god, the
dead than
size.
living.
The size of that building. Good lord. That's huge. Oh, it's like a little horse and carriage going down the road. That's pretty neat. Like trade flowing across the empire. That's pretty cool. Paul says, crooked preacher. Well, that's kind of the way it does sometimes go, doesn't it? Yes, give me this. Give me this. Yes, good.
Do something clever today. Sign this treaty.
I mean, that is true, but no, the usage of faith is... Faith is fine, but churches and religious institutions tend to be crooked. The people who practice the faith are usually honest, good, hard-working people who want to use their faith to do good. It's just 9 times out of 10, the organizations behind the faith tend to be
Let us formalize our
a little bit crooked, Ruinon. Which is the problem.
A barrier or a blessing? Their future may not be in their hands.
There we go. That gives London more population, although it now needs to have more food.
Five farmers' quarters for one city. Somebody is going down in history with the title of the Satiated.
Ooh, artificial reservoirs. That is very good. That is what we need. Yeah, that is a shame, though, Ruinon. That is a shame. I hope it all turns out okay, and it all gets resolved. There we go. Another obelisk of the gods. Yeah, Parsi is starting to have a bit of a food shortage. Which is really not what you want right now. Really, really isn't what you want. You need a lot more food than we're getting. Because if we don't have more food than we're getting, we are going to have major issues. And I really do not want to have major issues. Oh, Napoleon declared war on me.
We war then. You will witness how happy my soldiers are to give their lives for our ideals.
Okay, so he's gone to war with me. Napoleon, I don't even... You are miles away. How on earth do you expect to actually fight me? Oh, let's... Okay, let's actually... let's mobilize some men. Yeah, mobilize up another army and get it ready to go. There we go. Where is the port? I was building a port. Or did I not build one? And then I need I need 2 new Quinquerines to form up a new fleet. 5 turns. Ah. Oh, they're gonna disappear. Yeah, I don't think Napoleon's really thought this one through. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he is really given this as much thought as it should, because okay, so that's where his lands are. They're over there. Okay, so we've got our new army being formed up. This is good. Although this is mostly going to be a naval conflict, because, oh, never mind, a single unit of Napoleon's army has arrived. Well... Okay, we are going to stand and fight, so what I'm going to do is I am going to... Can I outflank them? Yes, I can. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have the militia are going to defend in the north. the cavalry are going to rapidly attempt to... Yeah, the cavalry are going to attempt to rapidly break through in the south. And then they're going to flank around. Okay, right, so yeah, so go, 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 go. Go, flank around, flank around, flank around. Go, 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 go. And then you can hit them on your way through. Yeah, because we can then flank. Yeah, because once this cavalry goes around the flanks and into their rear, they're going to be in serious, serious trouble. My men basically have to hold for long enough for the flanking force to do its job. Although, actually, that being said, my whole one unit of my cavalry already can, and in fact, a bunch of my units already can complete their flanking maneuver. Because now, suddenly, the situation has rather dramatically changed for the enemy. As almost all of their ranged firepower is now going to be removed. Which basically then massively evens the playing field, as they've brought basically no anti-cavalry at all to the fight. There we go. I don't think he counted on my cavalry being here. Oh my god! That heavy cav is brutal. Let's try and withdraw that unit of cavalry behind the lines, because that's pretty brutal. If I can get in close, can I inflict enough damage? Not really. This is really not going that well. Wish I had more fortifications. Listen, no one accused Bone to Party of being a master strategist. Right, okay, we need to bring in reinforcements. I am going to keep that other army down there, and I'm going to march north with the experienced force that fought in the last war. And we're also going to... We're also going to come north with a force of... the Navy's going to come north. And we're going to attempt to block the straits that he's using to cross into our territory.
Here is a proposal to get your heart.
You are as just as you are wise. Let's make it so.
Excellent. Right, so end round. That might result in the death of my cavalry, but it has at least damaged him. Yeah, they're not going to be able to take the city because of the fortifications. So they have to try and take the city, but they're not going to be able to at this point. They don't have the combat strength. We've got troops marching north. I don't know if they're going to get there in time. They defeated me. Well, we can't have that. Right. Right. There we go. He'll get no reinforcements from his continent. My navy will see to that. And my army is marching north to now lift the siege. Well, we lost our scout, but that's okay for the most part. There we go. Right, so move that, and then I need to commission another army. So actually, no, I want more of the There we go. So we will then we'll have 2 heavy chariots and 2 units of light horsemen with our new cavalry army in a minute. Excellent. Seafaring. And I was the first to research it, which is absolutely fantastic. Next thing I want is Imperial power. There we go.
I'm on it.
Oh. Oh, that's his army at sea. Right. He's taken his army to sea, which means that there is a chance we can catch it. Yeah, there's only a light garrison to defend London. Not to worry, London will be retaken for the nation. And there go his troops that are at sea. No, we don't need siege engines. Okay, so yep, so have our swordsmen there, have our thing, and then we'll have our bowmen there. They have no ranged infantry, so all I am going to do is I am literally going to fire arrows at them, and we are going to defend until I feel confident enough to attack. I lose nothing by literally besieging them and having them come out and hit. Oh, well, actually, I do. They can't attack land units, which is annoying. I think there's nothing else for it. Kind of have to bite the bullet and hit them. I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't afford to mess around. We've got to bite the bullet. We've got to hit them. I think it's also clear to me that we basically have to keep trying to do as much damage to them as we can. But if it's not the spearmen doing the damage, our other forces can't really do much of anything to them. Okay, so we now need more units, which we're now getting. And we have another army.
A new independent people. And who are they? Time will tell if they are helpful, helpless, or history.
So let us bring forth another army. There we go. So we'll bring forth another army. Okay, that was fairly good. Okay, that was even better. I might lose this unit in the attack, but... Oh, okay, the sound just broke there for a second. We've retaken London. So, the next thing to do is to fortify more of our city and regrow it to re-add it to the Empire. Move our naval forces around the continent yet again. And then upgrade our other ships into being cogs. Cogs for the memories. As they can sail even further now. Yes! Plunder. That was worth that was half the cost of a cog. Excellent. Right.
Enemy, a barrier. Their future may not be in their hands.
So let us attempt to pursue the enemy. And move our forces in to occupy London. We will conscript one of London's population to serve as a reinforcement for our very depleted arms. That's fine.
A new independent people. And who?
Oh, Mosh! It's Mosh like Hosh! It's Mosh like Hosh! Okay, so that's one of their cities. So we could... What? Okay, they literally just took a city in the south. Right, I see. So now we have to send one of our ships south to blockade that city. That's fine, though. And we've got a new army being raised as well, so I am very much committing to the scale and totality of this conflict. In a big way. And it's quite clear that they have actually had to dedicate a fair amount... Okay, so he's now the Poles. Yeah, because I had wanted to siege that city. Yeah, we need the walls. And we really do need them now. Yeah, I'm retreating. I don't want to fight these independent peoples. It's not really ideal. Okay. No, I am gonna want another army down here. Although we do have a fortification we could sit in, which is something. There we go. Okay. Bloody hell, he just... Oh my god. That army just annihilated my troops. That wasn't war, that was slaughter.
Go this way.
The only chance we've got now, it seems, is to hunker down inside our cities. Because that was horrific. There's literally nothing I can do. That army just, it's made up of, oh no wonder it's made up of knights, great swordsmen and crossbowmen. He's so far ahead technologically, it's not even funny. But, with that horrible disappointment of the fact that stopping Bonaparte's army is going to be a very difficult affair, that is where we're going to have to leave it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic time. I hope you'll all join me for Brew Ships with Dr. Clark later. And like I say, as I said before, if you want to help Fleet go to Japan, if you want to help me any way you can, please do go and support me on Ko-fi. That would really make a great deal of help. Alright, folks. Take care. Have a fantastic day. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye now, folks.